Hey everyone, this is Brett Wardle. I'm the VP of Product and Design here with Ident Solutions. Today I just want to show you the new dashboard feature within FedCheck. What this dashboard does is it gives you kind of a very upfront visual look at the data for your facility or your organization. It is what you first see when you sign in, and it kind of allows you to get everything you need up front. The first thing you have up here at the very top is the Unreviewed Sirens. That's kind of the most important part of the software, is reviewing these sirens, so we kind of wanted to put them front and center. From here, you could jump into a FedCheck review, start this process, get through it, and make your review. You can see here, I leave bad guy, I finish it, keep my records, and then you can see it clears itself out. The goal obviously being that you don't have any sirens to review. Down below there, we have the analytics side of the dashboard. What this allows us to do, again, is see the data in a very visual way. We can change these filters here. If I want to see the data for all time, I can do that. If I want to go to the last 30 days, I can. If I want to change from one of my facilities to all of my facilities, I have the ability to do that as well. I can kind of keep track of where things are. Down on the side, or up on the side here, you see it gives me a very clear number breakdown. So in the last 30 days at all your facilities, you have 37 visits, 12 visits allowed, 15 denied, 14 FedCheck sirens. I can click on any of these and it's going to change that data as well down below. If I want to see all 37 visits on the graph, I can do that. If I want to just see the denied visits, I can see that, and I can start to garner whether there's any trends in that data. If I'm seeing a spike in denied visits on a certain day, or maybe a certain time of day, we're getting more denials than usual. And that's what these graphs do. The visits over time obviously give me the date that those visits happened. If I go to like a 360-day view rather than day, it splits it into month, so it's a little more digestible. And then over on the visit frequency, I can see the time of day, or I can see the weekday. If I want to see what the busiest day of the week is, that's very easy for me to do. If I look at the last 360 days for all facilities, you can see on Saturday and Sunday, I'm down low. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are pretty even. I take a bump Thursday and then come down Friday. Looking at the time of day, I can see it kind of spreads out from 6 a.m. I have ups and downs throughout the day, and then for whatever reason here at our facility, we have a jump at 10 p.m. of the visitors to the facilities. It allows me to break those down in whatever way I want. Again, as I change these filters, all of this stuff changes as well, so I can get a cool view of it. Down below that, you see we have the 4 donut charts that break things down by access point, by user, by access decision, or by FedCheck status. So very quickly, if I look at the last 90 days for, say, the Arlington building, I can see that 62% of my visits came through the front lobby, 38% of the visits used the employee access. As far as the decision, we had 59% allowed, 30% denied, and 11% were canceled visits. The great thing about these charts is if I do see anything strange, if I do see any spikes, like right here, for instance, I suddenly had the 10 visitors on June 3rd of 2020. If I wanted to see that really quickly and see what was going on, I can simply click that graph and it's going to load those specific visits here into the visit history. You can see obviously here, this was just some testing that we were doing, but I could maybe see if maybe that same person was trying to enter 4 or 5 entrances at the same time, or trying to kind of bounce around the facility, see if he could find a way in. If I go back to the dashboard, it keeps my same filters. And I can very easily look at any more of the data. If I want to say, for instance, like, oh, I want to look at the visits denied and see why there were so many more at the front lobby denied than the employee access, I can always click on that, and it's automatically going to fill out my filters to 90 days, Arlington building, front lobby, and denied visits. And I can then very quickly see those 9 records that were the 9 records that I saw here. So it really gives a nice digestible way to look at data with some very, very quick filtering. And if for whatever reason I do want to just look at the whole, if I want to not click on one of these individual things and I just want to see the whole thing as a list, I always have this button as well. So if I just want the last 90 days of the Arlington building and denied, I can do that. If, say, for instance, I want the last 360 days at all facilities, these 704, if I click over to here and then view that whole thing as a list, once it loads, you can see I will have the records kind of here to view myself. from that standpoint. And I can always bounce back and forth between the dashboard and the visit history and start to get a feel for those things. If maybe I just want to see the spike in April, I can always click April, and it's going to load those April visits to my list as well. So that is how the dashboard works. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to any one of us here at IDENT, and we're more than happy to help you with that. Thanks.